961 Ojo Power. Welcome back inside the city block. Ezel, Second Star, and Geo. And we are joined by the legendary group. Yeah, that goes without saying. Canal. Gentlemen, welcome. No strangers to 961.
Good afternoon, respect.
Yeah, salutations. Big respect, big love, 96.8.
Good to be here.
Together for all these years, you know, like Migos now come out and the Migos don't break up.
Yeah?
So I just want to know, like, how you guys kept it together for all these years.
Staying committed to the purpose, which is the music.
Yeah,
That's
remember,
right.
the music is
And the
it.
mission too is to educate and entertain, you know. I mean, so first off is, you know, being topical and sticking with what means a lot to
Which
us.
is not to say we don't disagree.
Exactly.
And call it quits from time to time.
Oh, so
I could well imagine.
mash up and break back up.
Yeah,
Well,
of course.
Privacy.
But that's
I would say
the
mash
bigger
up.
mission, the bigger mission.
It
yeah.
cracked.
Okay.
It had cracks and then you mend the cracks.
All right, cracks is fine. Cracks is fine.
Well said. And I mean, for sure, your mission, as you say, is more than just entertainment.
That's right.
Education,
Yeah, man.
leadership, showing up a better way, showing the purpose of what you could use the culture for.
Standing
That's
firm for the
right.
cultures,
Yeah.
resistance, like you
Edutainment is
say.
called it.
Edutainment,
I like that.
Who can teach me that?
yeah, that's part of the mix. I mean, many artists in the world actually, that's what they do. You know, they're not just entertainers. They set out to edify and educate.
Yeah.
So when you understand that music is a powerful force and you have a microphone, which is a powerful tool, you know, what are you going to use it for? You know, you have to ask yourself that question.
Not to tell them mash up defense because you know they might take it literally.
True.
Because you know it used to be metaphor in the music where you could say we come to mash up the place and people will understand what you mean by that. But I think we're getting real literal nowadays, so you know you gotta really be careful with the word.
It's real.
Yeah,
man.
I feel attacked.
You feel attacked.
The power of the word, boy.
What you
Now, I
saying,
know
boy?
there's a man understand the power of the word,
Yes,
so
yes,
when you
yes,
use
I
it, you
just
use it with that intent. You know what I mean?
So tell us, gentlemen, we're talking 2023 around the corner. What's happening with you all? And of course, I know you're always at the forefront with the movement representing for the culture. What's new? What's happening?
Well, you know what's big this time is that we've been responding to a lot of calls. And you know, a lot of the stuff that we've done so far is not things that we initiated; it's things that we responded to. So that's different because we never really recorded other material before. So that's a challenge and it's interesting. You know, as one of the first tracks we put out say, you know, we transform again and to be in this game for 20-something years, transformation is essential from time to time.
Well, I mean, change
It's constant.
Change is constant, and you have to be able to move with the times.
Exactly.
To keep the mind of the people, to keep them focused and keep them connected with you. That's what I'm saying.
Otherwise you'll be a dinosaur.
Yeah, and we learned from the lockdown too, you know, because we've been operating in our zone for a long time. But we've had the opportunity when we first came in the game to be part of the scene for, you know, a couple of years. But now it's like, you know, that scene is all good, but we want to do something else. But maybe it's time to dip back in the scene, you never know, you know.
For real.
But we're just doing the music.
Yeah, we've been doing our shows. We have a lot of committed young people working with us and stuff. A lot of young artists have passed through the shows and now, you know, transformed into big artists themselves.
Yeah, man, like
so
Second Star right
exactly.
now.
You now feel attacked? You now feeling attacked?
No, that's not talk. That's not talked at all.
Alright.
At some point, I was always planning to say thank you guys very much for the service towards the culture in terms of the younger artists, because there's very few platforms are available for young artists such as myself, Rian Elbone and stuff. And it's one of the rites of passage, because something I recognize that's going on with a lot of younger artists is that they don't have anybody who's passing on these skills to them. And this is one of the few institutions of learning that is still around now.
Well, we have to say blessed to that, you know.
Yeah.
Boy, look who just walked in the studio, boy.
To respond to that Second Star, you know, it does us real proud. Particularly, I feel real proud when I see fellas like you doing what you're doing now, because it's like, yo, to be able to spot that from early and to help nurture that in some little way and give them a little space.
That's in a little way.
You know?
That's in a little way.
It's
Even up
immense
to,
pride.
Was it last year or the year before I called upon you for advice as to how to do my
The
event?
second Sunday, yeah.
Yes, it was.
And I sat down
Oh
and
yes,
watched
that was in
it
Queen's
with
Hall. That's one
relish.
in Queen's Hall.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
I sat on and he actually was the person who told me how to start my event and stuff. So, like the start of the show that everybody found was so amazing. I think it right out of Wendell's mouth. At the end, they still go back to the professor when they went to find out.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Queen's
guys,
Hall is a
we
different
learned too.
space.
We had the opportunity to sing in the tent, you know, which was a rare thing, coming out one time as we come out first year straight in the tent. And I mean, for like 4 years or 5 years, we sang in the tent, and that was like school. You know, so
Yeah.
we
And
get our
we open the
opportunity
tent,
too.
We singing to close the first half,
Close
we
ev-
sing
they
to
put us
open the-
everywhere. Wherever they had a gap, they put us in there.
Yeah, we were used.
And you fit in.
Of
That's
course,
right.
So
we
it was a
learn.
learning experience.
That's
learn,
right.
learn,
I mean,
learn.
fellas like Black Prince was there, just simple, humble with the guitar and just going down. And I mean, would mash up every night, encore after encore, and you had to be, sharp.
Yeah, I remember watching Ronnie work the stage, watching
Wow.
him with a different intent, not just as audience, but now
Right.
you're in the game, you're watching with a different intent. Ronnie's one of the masters of the form.
Yeah, man.
In terms of keeping the energy up, never burn, always on.
Yeah, he know how to harness the energy. He know when to release it and when to hold it
I
back.
was also a part of his
he's a boss.
university.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And as well, Roy Cape University as well. The Juice Man
Big
there.
up to the
Juice
Juice
Man
Man in the
in the
corner.
I really get schooling.
Yeah, well, and that is so
Real
important.
schooling.
Of
So
course.
important because it shows. So, it's very important that, it have fellas like Juice Man here. And he's one of the men that call and we answer the call.
Right.
Of course.
And that's why we're here today.
So tell us about this track that we're going to talk we deal with today. Tell us about this song and how it all came together. As you say, you got the call.
We got a call from Juice Man one morning, and I was very happy to hear from Juice Man. You guys been a partner from a long time. We learned a lot from him, how to work with a live band in the Roy Cape. When we first come up, we didn't know how you're fitting inside a live band, that kind of way.
They have their own language in the
Yeah.
live band.
But they incubate us in that period. And he called and mentioned that he had this track there that was sitting down, and then the name Blacks came up, and it's like, well, of course, if Blacks was involved in any way, or if Juice Man said there's a track to touch, And then when he sent the track and we hear the track, it
That was
was
a different story.
instantaneous.
Yeah,
I just sent it to the rest of the fellas, and it's like, all right.
One time you
when we
knew
do
that we
this,
have to deal with
Yeah.
this.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
yes.
we literally had to change one lyric in the song.
Yep.
Wow.
And, big up to Black Star.
Yeah, man.
He
Well
write
done.
lyrics that fit them out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, it fit what we're about.
And it's
That's
amazing
clear
that
anyway.
when people like Juice, it just goes to show that they could have something sit down there and they know exactly who to call.
Yeah,
They can
yeah,
feel it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Working
Yeah.
with Juice in the studio, he was in the studio up to this
Last
morning.
night, yeah, this morning.
And watching him work is something. You know what you want.
He's a listener. listen.
Don't say much. Listen, but when he talk, you
That's
better,
right.
you
You are
better
the
listen.
listener. You are the listener. So you're never too old to learn in this game.
Right.
Because we're in this game a long time. And it was a challenge working with Blackstar flow.
Yeah.
But once we get the flow and then once we share it up and as Stanley say, everybody verse fit them.
Yeah.
And so when we listen to the track, we could own this track, we could run with it, we could do things with it. You capture the energy.
Well, and after a few years of lockdown, it's time to clear the way.
Yeah,
Clear the
yeah.
way,
Right.
man.
The thing open.
Yeah, man.
Clear.
Yeah.
Clear the way.
Cut and
That's
clear.
always been the mission, right? Cut and clear.
Cut and clear.
Yeah,
Cut
make
and clear.
space,
Make room.
Room.
Let things grow and flourish.
So
Cut
for
out the
young-
weeds.
So for the younger listeners who may not be aware, you could just give us a quick short reminder as to how you guys came up with the name and what the name means.
Tree Canal?
Yeah, Tree Canal.
Well, the tree canal is a cutlass, a machete, a gilpin, a puya.
Oh, yeah.
All kind of different
Yeah.
name for it, yeah.
But the
Tree
name,
seam,
the name
tree
was
line.
given
Tree
to-
line, yeah.
The name was given to us by one of our founder partners, Steve Udit, who was a visual artist. Because we started as a Juve band, so he would draw, we would write vibes, and then we would come up with the vibes and the theme
The
for the
idea,
year.
the
And
concept.
then the
And
couple
we
of
do we
that
launch.
used to work in Minshall Mass Camp used to run away and play Juve.
Right.
But then, so yeah, he took off and he went to London, but the name Tree Canal
It remained.
transformed
He
into...
came up with the name and it was a perfect kind of metaphor for what we are about, which is like clearing the space. Because the
That's
tree
right.
canal, the tree line was used by the indentured laborers to clear the ground when they're going to plant. So you cut down all the bush because you can't plant new stuff. So the idea was always to clear
Cutting and
space
clearing.
That's right.
so that we could make things grow and flourish.
So it makes it easy for the cut and clear production to have come,
Exactly.
come
Yep.
into fruition
Yeah.
because for those who may not be so in depth, they may not know that these guys do just so much more than just sing.
Yeah,
It's-
because
it's-
after the
it's so
Juve
much
thing,
things you all are involved in.
we got the opportunity to start singing through rituals, and they housed us for the first 5 years.
Rituals music, eh?
Rituals
Rituals
music,
music.
yeah.
Because
Yeah,
no,
not
the name
I
it.
thought, yeah,
Because some people will
music.
take rituals and say, what?
A coffee shop.
Nah, we're
They
talking
were
about
they
that.
were like the big label in town for
Yeah.
that time, right? You know, they had Andre Tanker signed to them, Brother Resistance signed to
Super
them,
Blue.
Super
Kindred.
Blue signed to them, Kindred,
Denise
Ajala.
Belfon.
You know, now Denise used to
Denise.
come and sing in the ad, but she wasn't signed to your label. And we signed on to a 5-year development deal where we just record a lot of music. Because we didn't have no musical ambition, you know. We make a song that changed my life, literally.
That's right.
Blue.
Yep.
Yep.
And we were fortunate to meet Shell Shock inside of that whole ritual thing.
at the
And
time.
he was instrumental in us developing our sound.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah,
One of the
yeah.
greatest.
For real.
Yeah.
So, you know, after that, Rituals folded and we decided, well, we do a show. And that's when Canal show came about. We had no idea if a show would work in Carnival at the time. We went to Little Caribbean, the show ran for 20 nights or something, so it was crazy.
20-something
Oh,
nights.
Yeah.
20-something nights.
We had no idea, 22 nights when I check it.
Yeah, real energy, you know.
They
You
are
never
few
thought
years.
about it, just do it.
Went
So
to-
that was the first of that template.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, so all of it different from all in.
Well, we've not
yeah,
achieved.
that's not, yeah, that's
Because we didn't make it up, you know. We
yeah,
learned
yeah.
from
from
theater.
theater.
And you know, along
Or
the
Theater
way.
was
the
always
arts,
part
yeah.
of Carnival.
And,
Yes.
and the mask and the costuming and the elements all there. We just tap into it and we put it into our vibes.
Right,
And, you know,
add it,
our-
do it
That's
your way,
right.
add your
Yep.
piece
Yep,
to it,
exactly.
and then
That's
they
right.
present it, and then of course the younger generations will take from that, and they will grow. I could just
But
imagine
I
what
think the
you're.
main thing is the knowledge of the forms.
Yes.
Not knowing the cultural forms, knowing these things are specific to our expression, to our culture. That is what gave us the cultural confidence to be able to be doing what we're doing for so long, really.
Having worked in the mass, the music, and the theater, and bring the three together, and that's how we create the show.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So here we are now, 20 how much years later, and ready to clear the way, ready to transform, ready to
Time to
bring
clear
new
again.
vibes.
Because it are real weeds growing up in this
right.
place right now. We had to do some
Yeah, yeah,
gardening.
yeah.
Wow. I hear that loud and
Tell
clear.
the
Yeah,
wicked
man.
them start running,
Right.
because a lot of fire go be
burning
burning
now.
now. That's the plan.
Yeah, man.
Look out for the, all I can say, look out for the Three Canal show for 2023. It will return with a lot of fire to blaze.
Well, yeah, we might be thinking up with the All-Stars to do things because based on the thing we do last night too. Lord,
Yeah.
we have a little side gig for these
Ting to
season
ting.
Yeah, yeah,
Like something
yeah.
separate from what we dealing with
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a thing to
That is
swing.
the plan. I
Did
like
you
that
see?
plan.
Did you
I
see we
like
talk
that
too
plan.
soon?
That thing.
Juice just
I
smiling.
like that.
Juice just smiling in the corner.
Yeah.
That plan is excellent. Yes,
Thing
sir.
to make
Yeah,
you
I
swing
like
and
that
sing.
That's right.
Nice vibes, yeah. Because I mean,
Whole
as I
new
say,
vibration
We
is-
start off in that zone, not choosing it, and we say, let me try something else. But who knows? We want to take our dips,
Yeah, man.
take our chokes.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. And I know the fans, the
Don't-
supporters will truly appreciate it.
Don't be tricked
Yeah.
by the modesty. Eh? When they say take a dips, they mean they're going hard.
You gotta tell me
Don't be tricked by the modesty.
You gotta tell me that second. Come on, now, man.
Don't be tricked. Don't fall for that.
The name of the song is called Clear
Clear
the
the
Way.
Way. Yeah, man.
Clear the Way.
All
So-
intentions are there.
Oh yeah, the tension is there. Intention is very much there. But you know,
Intention
course.
is always part.
when you're on that stage in that stage persona, then you could.
Right, yeah.
That is
No,
really-
you gotta hold back
Yeah,
a bit.
man.
That's right.
Yeah, see.
Otherwise, we boss.
Yeah.
we start.
You can't get them everything one time.
No.
And
So, Gio, I think it's time, gentlemen, that we introduce
Yeah.
this to the world now.
Yeah, respect,
The
man.
stage is yours.
It
Yes,
is-
sir.
It is with the greatest of
Pleasure.
honor and pleasure.
Yes,
that
sir.
I represent.
96.10 Joe.
Yeah, because it's the first interview, first time we putting it out there.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, man, big
World
respect.
premiere.
World
Yeah,
premiere.
world premiere.
On the 96.1. Yeah, with Second Star and Ezel and Geo.
Yes,
Three
sir.
Canal, Black,
Black
Star,
Star.
Clear
Yeah.
Polo, Juice Man, Clear the Way.
Clear the way.
I say we coming from the east, promote peace, and we just control the beast. Songs like these, and if a boy feel them could come and mash up with dreams, we sting them like marabunta bees. Tell them no negativity could spoil we future plan. We taking up to the sky like Superman. Pass the keys and start the ignition. Make way for the lyrical technicians. I say we coming up for all of them. We coming down, we transform again, and we don't want no more problems. So put up your hand in the air, sing the anthem.
Make them start running. A lot of fire go be burning now.
Tell them
Three Canal coming.
tell the wicked them
Start running. Cause a lot of fire go be burning now. Tell them Jah children come in there.
Most of them know we don't come to play.
What we have to say.
I said we come from the east to promote peace, and we just control the beast with songs like these. And if a boy feel them come and mash up with dreams, sing them like marabunta bees. Tell them no negativity could spoil the future plan. We taking up to the sky like Superman. Pass the keys and start the ignition. Make way for the lyrical technicians. I say we coming up for all of them. We coming down, we transform again, and we don't want no more problems. So put up your hand in the air, sing the anthem, clear the way. Tell them Canal come in. Tell the wicked them start running, cause a lot of fire go be burning now. Clear the way. Tell them Jah children come in there. Most of them know we don't come to play. So listen to what we have to say.
I say, you see this, yeah? We coming with a spiritual fire. This one, bus car tire, because it need destruction and the ODPM don't even know what transpire. So we come to root out this evil, the one that shooting on people. Them hearted black, so we on the attack to support them grievous people. Hey! I say we coming out for all of them. We coming out, we transform again. Problems, so put up your hand in the air, sing the anthem, clear the way.
Tell them Canal
Come in,
Tell the wicked them
start running, cause a lot of fire go be burning now.
clear the way.
Tell them Jah children come in there.
Most of them know
We don't come to play, so listen to what we have to say.
First of all, are we the pre-bad mind? We just flock with the sheep, them on serpent's time. Boy, you need know you at a certain time when the money I go run up. Well, pass the baton, let me run past the evil. Them will shoot people inside vehicle. No more gun tricks, no evil Knievel. 6.8 and shake up the people. I say we
Coming up for all of them.
We coming down,
We transform again, and we don't want no more problems. So put up your hand in the air, sing the anthem, clear the way. Come. Lord.
Lyrical, what? Lyrical domination.
A lot of fire.
Lot of fire.
You saying you guys didn't write this, right? This
No,
was
man.
like
Big up to Black Star.
What would song like, you know, it's well tailored.
Hear the
When we
story,
hear
right? Hear the story. Have a backstory, right? Black Star say, when we take a little break in the recording, he say, fellas, I want to thank you all for giving me my first opportunity on stage. I said, what are you talking about? Yeah. Right? And he take us right back to the Rituals Yard. We used to do a Friday night in the Rituals Yard.
Yeah.
He and the next youth show up, and they had our vibes. And he didn't seem too thrilled with it, but he was very grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah, man.
And now here he is as a producer all these years later, saying, how much years Juicy say you have this song for we? About 5 years.
No.
5 years.
And Juice is the man make the link. The youth, bad.
Yeah, man.
And I'm from Wendell Blacks.
Yeah, bigger Black Star, man. Let's go to show the circle of life, eh?
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
See how things come around. Wow.
Goes around, comes around.
My next question is, let's rehearse something now. We can find like
Not
everybody
too
know the
much.
time. Now, boys, let's like each man know how to cover each harmony on point.
Well,
It's
that's
just
I
like,
think it's
That's from
yeah,
that's from
I'm doing this together.
It's the first time we actually singing the song since it record,
that's what I
right?
wonder.
Yeah,
That's
no,
how
no,
it
first
first
time.
time.
First time, you know?
Yeah,
So, that was a good test. That was a good test.
we just do it. We just do it. I mean, do we matter think about it again? It's
at
25
this
years
point,
we singing
yeah,
together. You know?
It come natural. It
Correct.
come like breathing for you all.
Like last night we was doing some ad libs, and every time I come to say Black, Stanton say it same time. Like every time we, and that's ad libs, we ain't plan it.
Right, right.
And we ad libbing at the same
Same
time.
time.
And I was like, okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. You guys literally pausing on the. I'm like, yo, bro. But this choreograph.
Nah, but you,
But
once it in
the music, the
too,
music is in structure. You know?
music
I mean,
have-
if you're really listening to the music will show you everything.
Oh, well, I do have a headphone, so I was just listening to the album. I was just rocking under the nice acapella vibes here.
you get the acapella.
That vibe, what an energy. I really feeling the positive energy in this one.
Yeah, man.
And I just say you're clearing the way. It's self-explanatory.
Well, yeah, because
and
I
the
mean,
lyrics are straight to the point.
look what's going on right now.
It's
you
a
know?
crucial time,
Say
you
no
know.
more, you know?
Crucial
Speak
Very
your
crucial
mind,
time.
speak your mind. I mean,
No, I mean the youths, the violence, the indemnity clauses, the sacrifice and cold pot and all them kind of things.
yeah.
You know, there's a kind of feeling right now where people have a kind of anger. You know, I come back on the road this morning, a man give me a kind of drive there. It's like, yo, what's going on there?
Yeah, you can feel it.
Place
The
tense.
tension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bubbling over.
You know? So it's if you come in to address certain issues, you have to address it, with fire and love.
That's
That's
right.
it.
And that's
Tough
what we bring
love.
to the thing,
Tough love.
fire and love. Because I always say, you know, if you're upset about things, it's because you love the space, you love the situation.
Of course,
you love the space, but you don't like the situation it's in, you know. So you want things to change.
That's right. There's an ever-loving fire for this place, you know. Trinidad is, I mean, there's no place like Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
So you have to have a fire in your belly for this place. And I mean, as we say, coming out of the pandemic, 2 years, everybody down. This is ideal for us in this way because, I mean, it represents clear anyways is a cut class.
True.
You understand? So, I mean, it's just love fire coming again.
Yeah, the man well study, we boy.
Bring in the heat. Bring in the heat.
In many ways, what we're looking at is not just at a certain level, not just talking about crime with gun crime and that kind of crime. Is all people who not for the betterment of the whole. If you're not for the betterment of the whole, just clear the way and move out because you're causing a problem.
That's right.
You understand?
You're wicked.
Yeah.
Roger.
As evil as business.
And that's not exactly what
Yeah,
you're doing.
not to say you can't do nothing for yourself, but you have to also balance your life and do something for the whole. It can't be about you alone.
And it's so funny, like you talk about that line in that Stanton verse where you talk about man who like to shoot man in vehicle. Record this the day after that Pennywise shooting. You know?
Yeah.
You know, the day after the Pennywise shooting. So singing that lyric take on a whole new
meaning.
meaning.
And that's just so the lyric was already penned before that
Yes,
took place.
because this thing going on for too long now.
Yeah.
And then,
So good people have to do something, otherwise evil persists.
True.
You understand?
Let's
If you're
step
just
up.
sitting on quiet and think you're good and you it's bothering everybody. You gotta do
That's
something.
right.
and still bring our vibes. And that's the important thing, because we ain't come to preach.
No.
move
You
you.
come to move
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
You come to
yeah,
move
right.
the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go get the message later on, but the first impact is to move you.
Yeah. Enjoy
In the
yourself.
vibes.
Music is that vibratory force. Music is a powerful force, you know. So if you're not using the music with a clear intent, it could do damage, not just to, you know, but to you, you know. If you're not sure what you're doing as a sailor, you have to be careful with the word, the vibration. Once you put them words in the vibes, whew,
Yeah, man.
you have to take responsibility for that.
Message to all the young artists out there, all upcoming artists. Careful what you say.
Yeah. It's like I
Careful
see
what
that
you're saying.
a thing trending about they wanting to cuss, but wanting to cuss is just wanting to cuss.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm saying.
Why
I
you
thought
cussing,
about
man?
it.
What's the intent? Why you cussing?
We have no need to cuss in our music because our music was so heavily censored and policed from the jump
Yeah.
that the artists
up-
themselves took care of that by
Yeah.
creating
Double entendre.
Yeah, you know, masking, coming with a one word on the surface here, but the meaning underneath here.
Correct. And you have to decipher that.
Yeah,
for
you
That's
yourself.
what I
can't-
mean
you
by
coulda never
understanding
say-
the cultural forms.
You could have never tell the man, oh, you say that. No, I didn't say that.
I see that.
But everybody know that's what he means.
Yeah.
Correct.
And that's more powerful than just coming out and just cussing.
And we didn't need to cuss. The music never afforded us the need to cuss. Now I just cuss when I ready, you know, on stage, you know, in we context. But that is a whole different thing. It's intent, as they say, and it's not with the intent to harm. It's the intent to alarm. It's the intent to say, "Yo, wake up! What's going on?"
right.
Get your full attention.
That's it.
Now,
Get your
now,
full
now,
attention.
now you're listening to me.
Yeah. But not to just say we want the license to cuss. You know? To what end? You know. And I hear in some music nowadays. I mean, I get into my beard getting gray, and I ain't no prude.
Yeah.
I hear in some music is like,
You could hardly understand what you're listening to because the amount of beeps in it. Yeah. I mean, it make no sense playing it on the radio.
But
Why
it's
you
interesting,
bothering?
but-
you see in Jamaica they just ban
That's right. I know I'm
Alpha
gonna talk.
music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the scammer songs.
scammers,
Scammer, drugs, guns. Yeah.
There are certain songs that they ban in. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had if
It's
we want
energies,
the
you know. It's
space,
energies. It's
we can-
energies.
yeah,
and
we
how
can't
you
be
use
wasting
the
the
energies.
space.
Imagine Jamaica as a country, they don't even ask the radio station for 50% airplay.
Oops.
They play their own music. They support their own right through 24/7.
What I
You know
would
what I
say
mean?
The
though,
dance hall's always full.
what I would say though, from being on both sides of the fence, my observation, especially within the past 5 years, is that now people understand, at least the radio DJs, from being around it, understand the mission a lot more than before.
Right.
So I feel as though like it's
You're
much-
hearing more local.
It's changing.
You're seeing yourself more.
Yeah, like it's, even when they go out, these youths have an appreciation for their own much more than.
I think
it
I
was
agree
in the
with you.
past.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
No,
I
they
think
mightn't like what their own is.
Yeah. No. I mean, I
But
like all.
they love their own.
I listening
So
in you.
speaking
I
for them
taking
now.
it.
So that's why I have nothing to say on
But it's
that.
also a process to coming back to self, you know, because I think you remember as a teenager, my mate didn't want to hear no calypso and thing. I was exposed
Correct.
to all the calypso, but as a teenager, I want to hear wherever on the top 100 and all them kind of thing.
Right.
And then at a certain stage, and I always say one of the things that opened my eyes was travel. Because when you travel, you're forced to realize, but wait now, I somebody from somewhere specific, you know.
Yeah.
And if you travel in the context that we travel in, you realize, wait now, all the goods I have is because of who I am and where I come from.
Correct. Yeah.
So that's when you start to see
people love
value in the thing and love yourself up for that. So we want to encourage people to see the value in that, you know, and love themselves up for it. And
When you
spread
travel
that.
and you start to speak and people say, oh my God, I love your voice, where you from?
Yeah.
And you think back at how many people here trying to song like American. When they're talking, it's like, wait now, she's a Trinidadian? Oh, she's singing so? How we singing so? And when you travel with your voice and people hear your voice,
you.
they love you.
Yeah.
So
Where you
what
from?
we trying to change to please who?
That's right.
Just be you.
You understand?
Yeah,
Be,
man.
yeah.
Be proud
Find
to
your-
be yourself.
Yes,
That's right.
absolutely.
But to do that, you have to know yourself.
We have to understand that in the world of 7 billion people, we are 1.3. That means every single person here is unique.
Yeah.
Just the culture, just different. The vibe, the way we speak, the way we operate. And hopefully one day people will recognize this one.
I think we also just walk with a kind of vibe and energy, unbeknownst to us, that is like way beyond most people in the world. You know, the vibrations on the ground here in Trinidad and Tobago, the musical vibrations, the cultural vibrations, they're real strong, they're real potent, you know, and that mix up that intermarriage of cultures.
I was not going to say something to do with the
Also-
fact that we're so mixed.
Yeah,
Yep.
as we blessing.
Yeah.
That
that's
become
what
three
we are
blessings,
like.
you know. Last night we was doing a thing and GI was in.
No, we're talking about last night.
From
we're
the time
talking
GI
about
opened
mix.
his mouth and started singing, it's like, yo,
Yeah.
you know?
Cats out of the bag, boy.
Yeah, I can't help it, boy. I can't help it, I can't help
Cats
it.
coming out of the bag. Cats coming out of
So
the
we gotta
bag.
see you guys again.
Of
Basically,
course.
we see you guys
I
again.
imagine
Pretty
so.
soon.
All right.
That's what we like. Pretty
Alright,
soon.
so see you too.
More new tunes.
Because we have
Yeah.
our next one coming with Shafi.
Yeah,
More
yeah.
new tunes. That's what we like. More new
Alright,
tunes.
alright, cool, no problem. Well, you're always welcome.
Blessings.
Especially on this shift.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Anytime.
Yeah, man.
Anytime.
Thank you,
Great.
thank you. And we want
Glad
to
to
just
have you all
say,
here. Big up to Juice.
yeah, man.
Juicy.
Juice,
Do you
man.
have anything to say to the people, boy? Ah, he's just
Yeah,
smiling.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
just
Quiet.
smiling.
Shades
I
on
like
in the
that.
corner.
Yeah.
Big up to
Gratitude
Black
is on us.
Star as well.
Black
Yeah,
Star.
man.
Yeah.
The All-Star family.
And big,
Play
big, big,
Apollo.
big love, forever love.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, blacks.
Yeah, well.
Yes,
Forever,
I,
forever.
yeah.
Real.
I think, you know,
Always.
Brother
Yeah,
Blacks
man.
was very much at the heart of this whole
No, I was a part of
enterprise.
his
Yeah.
university as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
Red
very,
University, I went.
I remember
I
very,
read
very
professor.
early, boy, when we went on tour in Canada, boy, and Roy kept backing me up. I mean, other gigs too, but just Black's whole vibes in the hotel, anything, wherever we go, Roy. I mean, All Stars now, but big up Roy Cape too, you know, give
Always,
give
yeah.
love, you know,
Yeah,
thanks
yeah.
and praises because he pull we in and welcome we under Stalin and everybody. It was a whole vibration.
I
And
was
back
always
then,
in awe of
Wow.
that man's voice, boy.
yeah.
That man's singing ability.
Yeah,
boy.
man.
Yeah,
Blacks was
Blacks
easy,
could
boy.
sing anything.
Yeah. Nobody man used to wake up the whole hotel too, you know, because when he push the door and he says,
start.
Stanton! Rally, get that boy! Watch now, the
Yeah,
whole
that
place.
Tom. Yeah,
No,
that
he
Tom.
didn't. You see, like how persons like myself had to run up and down and skip and hop and spin and walk. You didn't stand up in one spot and get the same effect.
Watch
you know?
now.
And that's something that always used to happen.
Amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a
Yep.
true. That means you bring the
Poise.
Pulling
ball
it.
to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Poise,
Yeah,
poise,
that's
yeah.
that's
Yeah, I
powerful.
was pointing
Power.
out to some artists here, say we push a lot, right? But a real powerful artist will pull
Pull
you in.
in, yeah. You gotta be running up and down. Up, down. Nice. Hold your spot.
So all the young
Something I learned from
artists,
him.
stop pushing so much.
Something I learned from him.
Learn to
Pull
pull.
it, I mean.
Learn to
Yeah.
pull.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
and I want to big you up, Star. You see that song, Dubai? That was serious social commentary.
Well, thank you.
Serious social commentary. And that's the thing, too often we think because a song is a popular song, it don't have a whole other dimension to it. And for me, that was one of the songs that stood out for me. It's like, yo, this song real groovy and sweet, but what this song singing about in
Yes.
this moment is so
So
topical,
relevant,
so
yeah.
social, and so real.
That was for the song of the time.
Thank you, thank you.
Look how he's smiling now, man.
That thing was hard like Big Stone, pal.
Style.
That is a Big Stone
You
song, boss.
understand, you don't understand you. You don't understand. It come like I going by my professor and I get a gold style.
Yeah,
When
because
I-
if you didn't
when
pass
I
the
knew
exam, I tell you.
Trinidad and Tobago, all here, he blusheth.
Yeah.
He blusheth.
They get a gold style. It's like if I
Oh, God.
leave. What?
Nah.
So, with
Thank
that,
you.
gentlemen, thank you for having us.
Yes,
It's been
sir.
a pleasure.
We will be back.
And,
Pleasure.
Yeah, man.
Thanks
and
a
of
lot.
course, I know it's on all the streaming platforms
That's
already.
right, it's
Yeah,
all
man.
there.
You all gonna do a video for this one? Visuals?
Well, you
in the
know,
works?
we're talking.
Yeah.
We still have a lot of things up in the air, but you know, this one leading the way so far. So
Yeah.
Let's see.
Clearing our way.
yeah.
Yeah.
And as far as the social media, the Instagram, it's
Three
Canal
TT.
Three Canal
TT.
Yeah.
Right.
And
People
Facebook
follow.
and everything else is
Twitter.
just Three Canal.
Follow.
Yeah, follow,
Support the
follow.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Clear the way.
Clear the
Clear
way,
the way,
man.
man.
Thank you, brothers.
Everybody.
Thank you for
Thank
being here.
Have a safe
sir.
one.
Yeah, man.
See you
Love-
soon.
Love all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
time.
Yes.
Love.
Rockstar, yeah. Come